Welcome to Measure by Measure's reading notes on your violin, second position. So let's get your violin out of the case, still looking beautiful. And all I want to say is if you have not seen the notes on first position, then please click here. And if you want to skip over to the third position, then there is a link to it right here. This link may not work quite yet, but that means I have not uploaded the video, so please be patient on that one. The next thing I want to make sure is that we are in tune with each other. So let's review our open strings, and we're going to start with the G note. Just play along with me and make sure we are in tune. Excellent. Now that we are in tune, we can take a closer look at your violin and get started. But before we do, one last thing. Now may be the perfect time for you to start adding stickers to your violin. These are position stickers, and the colors don't really matter. That's a personal preference. I actually use black ones so they can't be seen as much, but it doesn't matter. The only important thing is that they're placed correctly. The first sticker goes where the B note would be on your fourth string. That's the G string. And your third position sticker would go where the C note is on your fourth string. Alternatively, on the other side, to make sure that it's placed correctly, it should be playing a G sharp on the second position sticker, and then it should be an A on the third position sticker on the first string. I hope this is clear, and I hope you do this because these stickers help a lot to understand position changes, finding the right spot, finding the right note, and it's a great tool for starting to play around with positions. Positions are not difficult, they're not scary, but sometimes it's hard to find the right spot. So that's what the sticker is for. And once you fully understood this and you're very confident in doing this, then you can always remove those stickers. As far as the left hand is concerned, we still use the same numbering system for each finger, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these will be little annotations that I'm going to do above each individual note so you know which finger to use. Our next step now is to review all the notes on our strings. What we're gonna do though is we will go over the first position notes as well. So we're gonna start with our open string G, just like we did on first position, like so. Now we'll play our A note with our first finger, just like we did before. And this is where the change comes. Now you're jumping into second position. So you're using the very same first finger that we used for the A, and you're gonna slide it up to the yellow sticker. That's our B note. Make sure you get that note in tune and that you place your finger right on the sticker. And now we continue with our second finger to the C, which goes right next to the B because there is no sharp or flat between those two notes, as we know already. With our third finger, we play the D note right here. And since we have our fourth finger still free, we can use that to add one more note than what we had before, and that would be our E note right here. So let's review these G string notes, and in the review we will be playing the open string G and we will be playing the A with the first finger. Don't forget to slide it up to the B once we get there. So, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Excellent. I want you to notice that from the first position video, all these notes we know all the way up to this D. The only difference that we're doing now is that from this A, we're sliding to the B with our first finger. So we're playing the same notes. They're exactly the same as in first position. The only difference is we have our fourth finger free and we're using it to play that E note right there. So in other words, the second position officially starts once we have slid our finger right here. So these are first position notes and this is second position notes. Let's move over to the D string and review the notes there. We know the open string D, first position. Now we play our E with our first finger. Now we're gonna slide into second position and we're gonna play the F note. The F note goes right next to the E. Remember, there is no sharp or flat between E and F. And you may have noticed that this note goes below the sticker. And that is correct. If you played it on the sticker, it would be an F sharp. So this F goes below the sticker because there is no sharp or flat between these notes. And this line here tells you that you are supposed to slide your first finger up to the next note, still using your first finger. So after this, we will be playing a G. After the G comes an A. And now we'll be playing our B. No big surprise here. Excellent job. Let's review these notes. We start with the open string D and then we play an E, first position, and then we change to second position from the E, playing the F with our first finger. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. Once you've reviewed these notes and you know them on the fingerboard, do not assign the notes on your finger. Your index could be playing any of these notes, so it's not like your index finger is an E or an F in this case. So make sure you know the notes on the fingerboard. Once you've done this, let's move over to our A string right here, and we're gonna use the same principle. We start with the open string A. Then we play our B. Now we slide into second position to play the C. The C is below the yellow sticker because there is no sharp and flat between those two notes. Our next note is a D. Now we play an E. And with our fourth finger, we play an F right next to it. Great job. Are you ready to review these notes? Let's do it one by one on the count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Now our last string, last but not least, the first string, which is our E. So here we do the same thing. We start with the open string E. We play an F. Remember, this F goes right next to the saddle because there is no space between those notes. Now we play our G. Remember that the sticker is on a G sharp, so it's below the sticker again. Now we play our A with our second finger. A B. And right next to the B comes our last note, the C. Excellent. Let's review these notes. Play along one by one. We'll do it slowly. Make sure you make those transitions right. Make sure you slide into second position in tune. So let's start with our open E string. Sounds beautiful. Once you've reviewed all the notes, then these are all the notes on your violin that you know so far. We got our 4 open string notes, and then up to here, I don't know if you've noticed, but these are the same notes that we've played in first position. The only difference is we use our first finger to slide from this note to this one, from this one to this one. And what this does is it frees up our fourth finger to play one extra note on each string. So in reality, if you've done the right thing and you've been learning the notes on your fingerboard, then there's only 4 new notes in total for second position. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, then go back and review those notes. You don't necessarily have to know them. Let me clear off the first position notes here. So these are your second position notes. And you don't have to memorize all of them. It's good if you know your first note and the last note on each string, where it more or less is. And then if you're looking for a G, if you know that your first note is an F, the G is going to be right next to it. Obviously, the more you memorize this, the better your violin playing is going to be. And also, the more you practice, the more you will know these notes. So let's review all of these notes. We're just going to review the second position notes, and we start with the B note right here. That was not supposed to happen. And we start with our B note right here, and we're going to use our first finger to play that B note. And we're going to play it the whole way through, 2 octaves and 1 note, all the way to the high C that's somewhere around here. So whenever you're ready, we can get started. I'm going to count to 3, and we start. 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. Excellent job. Please play this until you're comfortable playing these notes. You can also, for each position, try to remember your finger structure for the natural notes. Like, you know, you're starting with a B, so there is no space to the C, and then you have a space, and then on the third string, you can note it. You know that the F starts below the second position sticker, and it has all spaces in between. And then for the first 2 strings, we got space, space, and then no space, 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 and no space. The best thing is to actually remember the notes and always know what note you're playing. But you do whatever works best for you. There is no set rule to this, and we each learn our own way. That's very important to know. And as far as the sharps and flats are concerned, you know how this works. These are all the spaces that we have been leaving in between. If you're still unsure about sharps and flats, then I highly recommend you watch my violin notes in first position video, where I go over sharps and flats in a lot more detail, and I explain things more deeply. And it's time for our practice scale. We will be playing a C major scale. It's not a necessarily rough scale, because it's all natural notes. There is no symbol here right next to the clef symbol, so there are no sharps or flats. The thing is, second position is built perfectly to play a C major scale. I don't want to make it too easy on you though, so I'm not going to be animating these notes. I will just be playing and you follow me using this pattern right here and try to follow these notes as well. The only difference with playing the full second position is that we're going to leave out this B note. We're going to start with a C note and using our second finger. So I'm going to count to 3 and we can start. 1, 2, 3. That sounded beautiful. If you didn't get it, then go over, practice it again. The more you practice, the more you will know these notes. So if you're having trouble playing it, then consider it a blessing because you get to practice more. Let's do another C major scale. It's the same thing, no sharps or flats, but we're gonna play it a little bit differently. We're gonna be alternating notes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the C just like before, this C right here, and we will be skipping the D note. We go straight to the E. So we go from here to this E. And then the E, we go down to the D. So from this E, we go down to the D. And then from this D, we play the F. So from the D, we skip over that E note and we play the next F note. So our scale is gonna kind of like sound like this. Just so you have an idea. Obviously, we're gonna be playing that a lot slower. So let's start on this. The help I'm gonna give you is that we will be animating the notes here so you know where to play it on your violin. I'm gonna count to 3 and we can get started. 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. If you've played that correctly, then congratulations. Still practice as much as you can. If you have not, then don't worry. This is not about playing this exercise perfectly. It's about knowing where the notes are. So hopefully this video has helped you understanding the second position. Watch it over and over again as many times as it takes for you to feel comfortable with second position. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and most importantly of all, have a wonderful day.